5, 16, 19, 21, 30, 3 and 10. Check results. You remember?
Why that boy look like a snowman that got pissed on? Why that boy look like a teddy bear that got pissed on? I don't know. I need a haircut. If you can't see, which might be the case, this is a podcast. I've like my hood on, and it's tightens to fuck. My eyeballs are barely getting out of it. I look like snot. If you know, you know. But yeah, very movie themed, movie based one today. Critics' Choice comes on in like an hour, and I kind of like films these days. I kind of like get into them a lot more. Like I think within like 2-3 years ago, I only watched Marvel movies, and I would go around being like, oh yeah, I like films. But then if anyone asked, well, I'd ask people at work and stuff, oh, like, what's your favorite film? Or like all time, what are like your favorite films and stuff? And they tell me, and then naturally they just be like, what about you? And for some reason that would blindside me, and I would try and think. And the only film I could say was like, oh, I really like Infinity War, and I do still really like Infinity War. It's still one of my favorite films, but it's like, I don't know, maybe I need to broaden my horizons a bit more and watch some more stuff, because I claim to like films, but I barely watch them. Normally, came to realize I like films a lot when they make you feel something, and you want to kind of get that feeling as much as possible. And especially recently, Marvel just hasn't been giving that to me. That being said, I was listening to like a podcast the other day, and they were like big film bros, that the kind who just like turn their nose up at anyone who would even enjoy a Marvel film. The type who just really hate on anyone who likes or plays sports, because they must be an asshole, because they've watched too many American teenage movies where all the bullies are on the football team and all the likable protagonists work for the school newspaper or something. But no, recently Marvel movies have actually, because I could get how you don't like Marvel, you don't like Marvel movies, you don't like superhero films. But if you do like superhero films, they were the best of that genre. They were doing that genre the best. But now they are kind of falling off a cliff. Anyway, this ain't about Marvel. I look so stupid right now, but I'm comfortable. The Critics' Choice. They're in 45 minutes now. And when you want to get into films, maybe the Oscars and stuff wouldn't typically used to be the best place to start, because it's like a weird barrier of entry. The film, I remember when I first used to look at the Oscars and stuff nominated with things like Shape of Water, and you just look at it's some weird fish man, and it's what it just appears as arty farty bullshit. That's all symbolism and shit, and it just doesn't really seem that way. But now it's they try and nominate stuff that is doing things different and is a bit more accessible. Last year's winner was Coda. It's quite an accessible film. I can't remember who won it before that. You've had Parasite, an international film. First time they've done that, I think. This year's a good chance it's Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, watch that. That's a multiverse film, you know what I mean? So, now films that get nominated are maybe in awards circles that have been talked about that might get nominated. Those are films that you can watch. You can use the list as a suggestion list, basically. I've not seen all the films that are nominated, but I brought up. That's not a word, mate. I brought up the awards that I think I could at least make a prediction on, which is I've gone for 7 here. Let's be real. I'm not that involved. Shit editing, sound mixing. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I watched half these films on what could be closely described to as watching them on a plane. You know what I mean? I don't know about the sound mixing. Sorry. Sorry, mate. I don't know about the sound mixing. So I've gone for actress, actor, picture, ensemble, supporting actress, supporting actor, and director. And I'm hoping there's I'm not betting on any of these, so I don't know why I really care. I guess just for cred. But I'm hoping there's some sort of beginner's luck here, which seems to happen. FPL, there's always the person who's never played it before. They just make a random team. They don't even know who half the players are. And then they're somehow top of the league. Because, don't overthink shit. beginners don't do that because they don't have a fucking clue what's going on. So for actress, well, nominated we've got Michelle Yeoh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. We've got Margot Robbie, but if we want to pronounce it as it's spelled, it would be Margot Robbie, which sounds nowhere near as nice. We've got Kate Blanchett. We've got Danielle Deadwyler and Viola Davis and Michelle Williams. We won't forget you. I think it's pretty obvious, as that guy in Harry Potter would say, pretty obvious. You know, if you know. What is his name though? Because now I don't know. The Lavender guy. Where's Lavender? Defense Against Dark Arts teacher. Don't know. Maybe you can let me know. Yeah. Actor. So yeah, actress. I'm going for Michelle Yeoh. She's been winning everywhere. I'm pretty sure she's gonna sweep. It's just all set up for her. If she doesn't, it's gonna be sort of wrong, kind of like a big old snubbery. Actor, bit hard. I think Butler just won the Golden Globe, but that kind of seems like it makes sense. So I'm thinking in terms of people who could win the Critics' Choice. I'm trying to keyword critics. Snobs. Is what I read that as. What I translate that to. I'm thinking Brendan Fraser. The Whale seems more like a critic, but then again, I don't think I'm just thinking about this now. Critics didn't love that film. I don't think it got great reviews from critics, but I just picked it because it's more of like a like actor's performance. Like he's there. It's like all filmed in like one space, pretty much. It's like on a weird ratio the way it's filmed. So maybe I'll change that from Brendan Fraser, but I did pick Brendan Fraser. I think another good shout would be Colin Farrell for Banshees. Well, I'll read out all of them. We also got Bill Nighy, no. Paul Mescal and Tom Cruise, no. So, I feel like it's between. I mean, Austin Butler could get Critics' Choice, and he could just end up sweeping. Did what's his name? Rami Malek sweep that year? I'm not sure. I wasn't really into it at that time. I think I like Brendan Fraser, Colin Farrell. Well, for picture, was The Whale nominated? It was not. Okay, that makes me a little bit less sure. I don't know if there's meant to be a big correlation there, but because The Whale isn't nominated for picture, I'm a bit nervous about giving it Brendan Fraser. Now I've already underlined Brendan Fraser, so now if I change my answer, I'm gonna be pissed because I had it down the right time. A part of me wants to give it to Paul Mescal because I feel like his odds aren't great. Like people don't think he'll get it, and there might just be a big shock. Apparently, he was great in the film, so why would critics not like it? I feel like Colin Farrell's good, but it's more of a nuanced thing. It's like giving it to him. It's like, yeah, he was good, and it was something a bit different. But do you really want to give that as the best actor of the year? So I'm stuck between Brendan Fraser. I'm gonna keep Brendan Fraser because I don't want to change my answer. But for each of these choices, actually, I'm gonna pick a second guess as like my sub. So like, if they win, I kind of want extra points for that too. So Michelle Yeoh is my pick, but my little second, Kate Blanchett in Tar. I've heard things, I'm going off other people's opinions kind of there. And then here, Brendan Fraser is my first pick. And I'm actually going to go, Colin Farrell would be smart, but I'm actually going to go Paul Mescal as my second because I kind of want to claim something if that's right. Because he's only been nominated here, I think nowhere else. So I feel like it's a good shout. Picture, we got Top Gun, we got Babylon, Women Talking, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Banshees of Inisherin, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Story, The Fabelmans, Avatar, The Way of Water, RRR, and Elvis. Now I'm going to cross out RRR, I'm going to cross out Elvis, I'm going to cross out Glass Onion, I'm going to cross out Women Talking, and Babylon and Top Gun. Maybe I won't cross out Top Gun. No, I will. I'm gonna give it Banshees, and I'm gonna give my second Fabelmans because I think Fabelmans won at the Globes. Did it? I think it may have won director and picture at the Globes, and a part of me wants to give Everything Everywhere. The only reason I'm not giving Everything Everywhere picture is because. Actually, no, I'm giving Everything Everywhere picture. I think I just underlined the wrong thing. I'm going to give Everything Everywhere picture, and my second choice, my banker, my just in caser, is going to go Fablemans. I don't know why I underlined Banshees. I don't know if I had a reason for that and I've forgotten it. But would Banshees win Best Picture? At a Critics' Choice thing, that's the thing. Like, think about some of the scenes and everything over. I just watched it. Like there was like fucking butt plugs and shit. Like, do they like that? Not to use, but they like that visually on a screen. I don't know. Maybe I do keep it. But I feel like Everything Everywhere is like destined to win picture at the Oscars, and if they don't win it like at Globes or Critics' Choice, and then that leaves BAFTA, I guess, and SAG. Is that it? And then I don't know. It's tricky. It's a tricky one, man. Banshees or Everything. I don't want to, like. Do I stick with the same theory that I didn't want to change Brendan Fraser, so I shouldn't change it, saying Banshees Best Picture, or will it just be Fablemans again? Well, I'm gonna keep Fablemans as my second no matter what. This is about if I switch from Everything to Banshees or not. And I'm thinking. Critics' Choice, Banshees, or Everything Everywhere. I'm just gonna keep with what I have. You know what? God, it's so difficult. I'm gonna switch to Everything Everywhere, and I have Fablemans as my second. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. Ensemble. I've just given it to Glass Onion because they've got the most big actors in there. They've got the biggest ensemble. Like, Everything Everywhere has people nominated in like actress and supporting and like actor and stuff. So like, not actor, but you know what I mean. They're spread across the board in like actress, supporting actress, and supporting actor. So therefore, surely they should win ensemble, for example. Same with Banshees, kind of. But I've just gone with Glass Onion because it feels like the obvious one because it's got Daniel Craig and like Janelle Monáe and like Batista and like Edward Norton and like just a bunch of people. So I'm just gonna hope they go for the obvious. But my second banker will be Everything Everywhere. Supporting actress, I was stuck on. It's between three. If I name them all out, we got Janelle Monáe, Angela Bassett, Kerry Condon, Jessie Buckley, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Stephanie Sue. If you're a Ronaldo fan. And I was so sure before I wrote all the names down that I was going to give it Kerry Condon because I just thought that's a critics thing. But will Angela Bassett just surprise everyone and sweep all the way along? Do I think the critics are really going to rate Angela Bassett that much? I don't know, but are they just going to like the narrative and therefore want to give it to Bassett and keep this thing going? Either way, I'm going to write off Stephanie Sue for winning it. She could, but if Stephanie Sue wins it, it means Everything Everywhere has had an absolute blinder of an evening and they've just won most awards, which I don't think they could win. Like, I don't think they could win actress, supporting actor, picture, like direct, like all this different stuff. So I'm just gonna say Angela Bassett and Kerry Condon as my second choice. I feel like it will be between those two anyway. So I'll be shocked if it's anyone else. Supporting actor, K Hugh Kwan. He's gonna sweep this year. He's the Michelle Yeoh of his category. But already out there, we've got we've got Brennan Gleeson, Paul Dano, Brian Tyree Henry, Judd Hirsch, Barry Keoghan. If anyone else wins in there, I'll eat my. Cause hat. I don't really want to eat a hat. I don't think I could. I'll get my. No, actually no, because I was gonna say I'll get my dog and I'll, chuck her on the fire and we'll eat that up. But you can't even joke about something like that. She's sitting right over there, it's sort of blasphemous. I won't eat anything. Yeah, I'll starve myself. How about that? I'll just fucking starve myself out in the fucking corner of my room. Finally, we got director. James Cameron for Avatar, McDonough for Banshees, Todd Field for Tar, Baz Luhrmann for Elvis, Rajamouli for RR, the Daniels for Everything Everywhere, Sarah Polly for Women Talking, Gina something, I didn't write down her full name because I was lazy, for Women King, and Steven Spielberg for director. Now it could be Spielberg. I've not seen The Fabelmans, so it's hard to give an accurate. I've not seen most of these. I've not seen Tar. I've not seen RRR. I've not seen Women Talking, The Fabelmans, but yet we'll get there. Part of me feels like Critics' Choice, they'd give it McDonagh, director. I have McDonagh down here. Well, what I have already is McDonagh underlined, and then the Daniels as my number 2 slot. And I'm not going to change it because any guess would be as good as mine. I could see Cameron taking it. I could see Todd Field taking it. I could see Spielberg getting it. And I could see the Daniels getting it. Or I could see McDonagh getting it. I'm just going to keep with what I have so I don't have to change my answer and live with the regret for the rest of my life. Now, they start in about half an hour. If I'm being honest, how many am I sure I'm actually going to get right out of 7 here? Well, I think actress and supporting actor are pretty nailed on, so that's at least 2. And that's all I'm actually sure on. So if I get 2, then I've succeeded in getting what I should be getting. If I get anything below 2, then we starve. We just sort of, we go on a no food, no water diet. I'll probably die within like 3-4 days. You can live without water, right? So yeah, that would be what I deserve. And if I get 7 out of 7, someone's flying me out to a faraway land. Someone's buying me a first class ticket to the Maldives and putting me up in a 5-star hotel and treating me like fucking royalty, because that's what I am. Sorry, mate. If I predict all of my predictions completely correct, and I haven't even seen half the things, then I'm being knighted. MBE, please, or OBE. Which one's better? I don't know. Whichever one's better, give it me. Make me royal too. Give me a knight. Give me like a little medal. I want one of those. And I kind of want like a lifetime supply, like how Ellen DeGeneres used to give out. Like, give me like a lifetime supply of what could I really do with just never having to buy again? Because we could be greedy and say, oh, give me a lifetime supply of like airplane tickets, but that's ridiculous. Give me just like a lifetime supply of like food wouldn't be a bad shout, just like McDonald's. Just I don't want to cook. I got a lifetime supply. It's free. Yeah, go on then. Probably get really fat though. Give me a lifetime supply gym membership. I don't know. Basically, just be impressive if I get them all right. So we will see. I guess we'll sort of react to see how I did tomorrow. But yeah, God, it's annoying because they're on at like 7 p.m. Eastern time or whatever, which over here is like midnight. I remember, I think I said this before, but the Oscars, God, that was on late. I was in bed, it's like 3 a.m. I'm watching them like on my side, eyes red raw, just watching Will Smith slap the shit out of Chris Rock, just thinking, fucking hell, that woke me up. But yeah, I think this is 24 I'm doing right now, which means on to 25.
Here with the kids, and they have like 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet. Like,